I hope you're having an amazing day. As you saw from the title of this video, today we're going to be doing my April Shop My Stash. Basically, the first part of this video, I'm going to be talking about the makeup that I used last month, my thoughts on everything, how many uses I got out of everything, and all of that. Basically, speed reviews on everything I used last month. Then we're going to go ahead and get into my stash. I'm going to bring you guys along with me. We're going to pick out items for the next month. And for next month, the theme is all Shop Miss A makeup. So I did put a poll up on my Instagram. Definitely follow me over there because I'm going to be doing this a lot more often, where I'm having you guys pick out the theme of next month's Shop My Stash. So of course follow me there. So I'll have it on the screen, and basically at the moment that I saw it, Shop Miss A won by quite a bit, and also it was neck and neck for a while with the Boyfriend Picks My Makeup for the Shop My Stash, but Shop Miss A won. So I did go ahead already pick out everything. I did already use everything on the face. So we're just going to talk about what we got last month and how many uses I got out of everything. So if you want to see all of that, of course, just keep on watching. But before that, don't forget, if you like Dreamy makeup, go ahead and stick around, subscribe, maybe hit the bell so you're notified whenever I upload, and if you can like the video if you like it. And the video's going to start right now. So basically, next upload will be me throwing all of the new makeup that I picked out for the month of April on my face. So of course, stick around, subscribe, and if you want to see that. But let's just get into it. And I do have everything written down as always. And I always go like brows, I do eyes, I do face, and everything kind of separated. And then I count the tallies as I go throughout the month. So the number of uses will be on the screen. We're going to start off with brows. So let's talk about a product that I used up a couple times. So this is the eyeshadow Slim Brow. I did go ahead and use this up. Then I threw in another Slim Brow, used that one up. I went ahead and threw in my Romantic Beauty eyebrow pencil. I used that up. So these go really quickly. And this was in the shade Ebony. As you can see, nothing's coming out. But I have to say, I did fall back in love with my eyeshadow Slim Brow. I loved it, and I used it so many times. I'm gonna have the number on the screen, but basically I used this a total of 9 times, and it was honestly really good. As you can see, I have my other Slim Brow that I was using after the Romantic Beauty, and I'm also working on my e.l.f. brow pencil. So I've really been into these kind of slim brow pencils again. Then I have my Beauty Creations. This is called the Eyebrow Definer Gel, and I really did make a dip in this product. I'm gonna give you guys an up close and personal look at this, and if I can, I'll put inserts of what it looked like last month for some of these products, just so you guys can see how much I actually use this. So I do start off my Shop My Stashes quite early because I do pre-film for YouTube and all of that. So a lot of the numbers are like really high right now because I've had these in for such a long time. But this I used so much. So on Instagram, I have been doing kind of a daily makeup situation. So you guys see me use my Shop My Stash makeup along with some other newer products. And I did use this quite a bit in those videos. So this is such a great product. It doesn't budge. I believe I mentioned this in my favorites video because it's so nice. And again, it doesn't budge, so I don't need to take my brow pencil with me to work because I know this is gonna stay in place, and I think this is a perfect shade for my eyebrows. I don't have it on my brows today, but this is the shade Ebony. Another product that was mentioned in my favorites video was the City Color. I don't remember what it's called, but this was amazing. I'll have the name down below. I'll also try to link it because this is amazing. I mentioned it in my favorites video for a reason. This, along with the pomade, both of these definitely made a long wearing brow for me, where I don't have to take an extra brow pencil to work because of being scared that it's going to rub off or anything. I know that it's going to stay in place. This product here does make my brows a little, like, I could feel it on my brows, kind of like hairspray, but I really like the fact that it does that because I know they're not going to move, and you have to be careful and kind of go through it. It's like it has a learning curve to it because I do have to kind of go through it with another spoolie so they don't look white, because sometimes if you overdo it, they can tend to look white on the eyebrows. But I just know that my brows are not going to move, so I did use this quite a lot this month. Next, we're moving on to eyes. So the first product on the list is the Beauty Creations Dare to Be Bright Color Base Primer. I didn't really use this a lot. This was only used 3 times, so this is kind of like a mid product. I'm not the biggest fan of it, honestly. I'm kind of like didn't really reach for it. Then I have my eyeshadow gel liners. So I have 2 of them here. I have the brown here, which the brown one I actually used a total of 9 times, and then we have the black one, and I use this 10 times. So basically I was interchanging both of them. These are great. They're amazing liners. I didn't use them as much because I was using my LA Colors gel liners. I like those a little more. They're a little more colorful. I wish they offered these in different shades, like different pencil shades. Not sure if they have that already on their website. From what I remember, they don't. But if they came out with the same formula in different colors, that would be amazing because these are really good. So I did throw in 2 liquid liners. I have the Modern Love from She Glam, which I use a total of 7 times. And then we have the LA Colors liquid liner in the shade brown, and I use this around 5 times. So these are really cute. Not something I reach for often. I was reaching for other liquid liners instead. But yeah, when I feel like when I use the Modern Love one, my wings tend to come out a little more chubby, a little just like not a liner that I'm going for these days. I'm going for a more thin kind of eyeliner, a little longer than usual. So this didn't really help with that. And then this one does have like a learning curve to it as well, just because the applicator is so long. You can definitely make mistakes quite quickly with this product. So I'm kind of like meh about both of these, but I did get some use out of them. The mascara of the month was the City Color Be Bold Volume Mascara. Now this is a product I was using quite a lot in the beginning of the month. So I used this a total of 23 times. I was pairing this along with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and my eyelashes looked really good and really cute. However, I started using my AWA Studio mascara with the L'Oreal, and they just looked way better. So I kind of stopped using this towards the end of the month, but it's okay. It was just such a big wand. It's just so big. Like, it was just kind of hard to use, and then I would smudge everywhere. So it's not like, I'm kind of like meh about it right now, but in the beginning I did use it quite a lot. Lastly, for the eye section, I have the Vet and Beauty Creations palette, which I actually did use a lot. I used it a total of 18 times. I really love the color story of this palette, and I just love it. So I really did give this palette some love. Again, I'll insert a picture of how it looked in the beginning of the month. Not sure if there's any differences. For sure, the pink shade here, the imprint did rub off because I use it a lot. I also did kind of dip into the shade Obsessed, which is this brown shade here. Now that I'm looking at it, it does have like a staining. As you can see on the background, like there's like a wet kind of stain, which is weird. I did use this a lot throughout the month, and I really liked the formula in here. I love the packaging. Everything about this was amazing, so I'm glad that I threw it in for the month of March. It was honestly a really great palette. All right, so we have quite a bit of primers in for last month. So it was the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I actually use this a total of 26 times. I use this so much throughout the week. Again, in my videos, I use this every single day. I have an insert of what it looked like when I used it on my face in that Get Ready With Me using March's Shot My Sash makeup. So literally I hit pan, and I'm working on like the sides of this product, so I did use this quite a lot. Next we have the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. I believe I used this 9 times, so this was really good in the beginning of the month, and I kind of stopped using it towards the end. It's just kind of, it's nice, not a favorite, but it's just really sticky when you're blending it out. And then we have the Hard Candy Long Wear Primer. This one was really nice as well. I did use this a total of 7 times. I did have 2 powders in for the month of March. The AWA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, I used a total of 3 times. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this. It doesn't do anything for my oils. It just kind of sits there, and then I get super oily throughout the day. So I wasn't the biggest fan of that one. And then we have the She Glam Long Lasting pressed powder in the shade Warm Sand. So let me show you guys what it looks like. I literally hit pan because I love this so much. It's so nice. And of course, I'll try to have an insert of what it looked like. It was literally new, so I did use this a lot throughout the month. I used it a total of 18 times, so I really like this. Another product I really liked a lot was the Rude Cosmetics Makeup Shine Control Mist. I used this a total of 20 times, and I'm actually almost through this. I used this so much. I love it. It was amazing. It helped with the mattification of my skin, if that's a word. It's just because my skin gets really oily throughout the day. I felt like everything was locked in place when I use this setting spray, so I really enjoyed this. Next, we're going on to lips. So I do have 2 lip liners in. Well, I had 2 lip liners in for that month. So this is the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner. The orange I used a total of 1 time, not a lot. The one that I used a lot more was the Ebony New York 24-Hour Flawless Auto Lip Liner in the shade, I believe this one was Violet Red, and this one actually used a total of 10 times. I just like the shade way more, and I like the formula of this one more. This one's just a little more dry, and I didn't really like this shade, so that's why I used the other one a little more. Lip plumper from City Color. This is a doll lip plumper. I used a total of 16 times. I'm not the biggest fan of this product. I just kind of threw it on in the morning a little bit. It goes a long way with this product because it does tingle quite a bit, so I'm kind of like meh, not a product for me. So I'm glad that I use it just so I can kind of know not to buy any more lip plumpers. Next we have the Revolution and Batman lipstick. This one honestly I used a total of 0 times. I just wasn't into this color throughout the month, so I didn't touch it at all. The Romantic Beauty Kiss Me lip gloss. This one I actually used 1 time. I don't know. I guess because of the mask situation, I'm still wearing my mask at work, so I'm not wearing glosses often, but this one smells amazing and it just looks super glossy. If you watch my Get Ready With Me using my Shop My Stash makeup, super glossy and it just looked stunning on the lips, so I really enjoyed it, but I didn't really touch it throughout the month. And lastly, for the lip section, I do have 2 liquid lipsticks. I have the Dangerous Love liquid lipstick from Revolution and Batman. This one I use a total of 3 times. And then we have this one from Amuse Cosmetics, which I really love, and I use a total of 8 times. So this was definitely my favorite. So this is what I was using throughout the month the most, especially in the beginning, whereas this one, I just wasn't into this color. I don't like it. So yeah, so that's it for lips. Next we're going on to more face products. So I do have my cream products here, starting off with my Ebony York contour and glow stick. I use a total of 7 times. I was focusing on my elf contour palette that I have in for my project pan, so this one didn't really get a lot of love, but I used it 7 times. I also have the blush from Metamorphosis, which I used 13 times. I also use this in my Instagram videos as well. And then the highlight from Cherimoya, this one I used a total of 12 times, so this one did get some love as well. I have my powder face products, starting off with contour. I did use the City Color Be Matte bronzer a total of 18 times. So this is really nice and super pigmented. I did repress this because it broke, and it still works really nice, so I really liked that. Same thing goes for the Romantic Beauty blush. I did use this a total of 18 times as well. Such a beautiful kind of everyday moment, so I really like that ombre kind of situation with that. Something that I wasn't the biggest fan of, and I think I can't declutter it because it is newer to my collection, but something that I didn't enjoy at all was the Beauty Bay highlight in the shade Beam. I like the color, I just don't love the formula. It's just super glittery, kind of flies everywhere. Even when I spray my face beforehand, I'm just not the biggest fan of this highlight, so I use this a total of 11 times, but that was like, I was forcing myself because I didn't really like this product at all. And then I also threw in a face palette. This basically comes with highlight tones in here, and there's a look at that. Again, I'll show you guys how it looked in the beginning. Definitely see there's been some usage on this palette, and this is the Revolution and Batman Dangerous Love face palette. For foundation kind of product, I threw in the AOA Studio Vita Glow Tinted Moisturizer, and this one's in the shade Medium, and I did use this a total of 10 times. So that was really nice. I really enjoyed that. And then we have concealers. So I did throw in the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Concealer, and this one was honestly really nice. I used this a total of 24 times. And then the color corrector from AOA Studio, I used a total of 22 times. I'm thinking I kind of want to throw this in for the month of April as well, because I love having a color corrector. So I am going to go ahead and throw this in. I don't show it in my Picking My Makeup, but you guys saw it here. And I didn't use it in my Get Ready With Me using my Shop My Stash makeup, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add it because I use this so often. So I think we could start off with palettes first. So all of my Shop My Stash palettes are in this drawer. Not really sure what I want to go for this month, so I'm just gonna kind of look around. I haven't used these little pink palettes at all. I have some Amuse palettes, my favorites, but I haven't touched these big palettes either. So I'm probably gonna choose one of these. So we have the Self-Made palette, we have Color My World, and Moonstone. So I think it's between Moonstone and Self-Made. I really like the deeper like green shades in here, but I really like the variety of this palette as well. I have swatched it before. I've never really used it on my eyes. So torn, but I think I'm just gonna choose the Self-Made palette. I'm also just gonna throw in one quad, and this is the Sunday Afternoon, one of their newer palettes in Depresso. So beautiful, more of an everyday palette, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one in as well. So in these drawers I have lip balms, so I'm just gonna go ahead and choose from this lower drawer here. A lot of these are from Shop My Stash. These are the AOA Studio lip oil gloss, so I'm thinking I interchange them so often throughout the week. What else is there is from that? I always choose this, so I don't want to do that today, but I'm just gonna go ahead and choose one of these. I'm gonna choose my favorite, which is the Cocoa Butter lip oil gloss. This one is amazing and also smells so good. All right, next we have glosses. I'm just gonna go ahead and choose one now that we're here. We have this drawer. And if I didn't mention it, we are doing a Shop Missy edition. So it has to be from Shop Missy. I don't think anything from here is from Shop Missy. Okay, so we have all of their squat lips. We have their fill lips. So, and I also have their glazed glosses here. So I think I'm going to do, I kind of want to go for pink, but we already did a lot of pink. I'm going to go for this one here, which is their full lips lip plumping gloss. And this one's in the shade Light Rose. Really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to put the other one back, and I'm going to choose one of their diamond lip glosses instead. One that's more universal is this one here. This one, oh, so stunning. And this one's in the shade Pixie. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in instead. All right, next we have my highlighter, my blush, and my bronzer drawer. So again, it has to be from Shop Missy. So on this side, I have all of my Shop Missy highlighters from their AOA Studio line. I do have a loose highlight here, which is AOA Studio Pow Lighter. I also have my bin here of potential Project Pan makeup. And we do have one of their AOA Studio Velour highlighters in the shade Lucky. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw this one in. Just so I can like start getting use out of it. It is a newer product to me, but I really do want to get a sense of this formula. It's a very putty-like kind of situation. Almost looks wet on the skin, so I really want to try this a little more. Again, this one is in Lucky. I have all my blushes here and over here. So all of these are also from the AOA Studio line. So many of their AOA Studio Perfect blushes for this month. I really want to do something more every day, so it's between the shade Pheno, which is more like brownie, and one of these kind of orangey moments. I think I'm gonna throw this one in, which is the Perfect Blush in the shade Wispy. This one's so stunning, a little more bright. Yeah, I think that's it. And I think I might throw in a face palette anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this in. All right, and then I have my bronzers here. I don't know if okay, so I have a finishing pressed powder in a shade deeper than I usually go for. So this one is in Toffee. I can definitely bronze up the skin with this. But let me see what else there is. I have this shimmer bronzer I'm not a big fan of. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in the one that I showed you guys in Toffee. All right, in this first drawer, I did go ahead and switch them up yesterday because all of these like blushes and stuff kept falling over and it was just too much. So I went ahead and moved all my powders in the back and all my cream products up here in the front, and I think it just looks way better. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with powders in the back. I have quite a few different ones, but for sure I do have an AOA Studio loose powder in for it was in for last month's Shop My Stash, so I'm not going to choose a loose powder. I'm throwing the AOA Studio Finishing Press Powder in Beige. I really love this one, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. And I want to check and see if I have anything else. I also want to try out this one, and this one's also from Shop My Stash, and this is the LA Colors Press Powder in Tan. I don't remember if I like this color. It looks a little dark in the pan. There's a look at that, so I'm going to go ahead and use this as well. All right, powder's done. Next, going on to cream products. I don't really have a bronzer. Oh no, I do. I have a bronzer stick. Where is that? Right here, the LA Colors Sculpt Effects bronzer or a contour stick in the shade Sunkiss. So I could choose this, or I could go for a more bronzy moment by using the LA Colors Top Secret Concealer in the shade Natural Beige. I kind of want more options this round, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in both. All right, and next I have a bunch of their blushes over here. The AOA Studio Color Flush Blush. Yeah, those are all from Shop Missy, so I'm just going to choose a shade. This one's really calling out to me. Really cute packaging. This one is in the shade Walnut, one of my favorite colors from their line, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. And for highlights, I always go for this because I love the finish on the skin, and this is AOA Studio Glow Baby Liquid Highlight, and this one is in the shade Golden Rose. So stunning. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in as well. Next section, so I do have to pick out a setting spray, which is all that, and also a lipstick. So for setting spray, let's see, I have two of these. This one here is the setting spray, just original, and then I have the oil control. This one is a little older, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the A+ setting spray. Then I have my lipsticks up here in the front from Chamissé, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what color calls out to me. Let me see what this one looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the lipstick in Flirt. These are really cute. They are very creamy and not a matte lipstick. They are definitely more of a traditional lipstick kind of formula, but yeah, this is a nice color. I think it's gonna go really well for the month. This side we have foundations and concealers. So let's see. Oh man, I'm almost through this e.l.f. Camo CC cream. As you can see, I'm so close. I'm so excited. So if you have been following my Shop My Stash, I did have the other Vita Glow in my Shop My Stash, so of course I'm not going to choose that again. It's definitely between the Pro Wear foundation and the A+ foundation. This one's so orange on me though. I'm not sure if I want to deal with that. I also have the Perfect BB cream that I haven't been using at all. Gosh, this one's like super leaky, which is what I don't love about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and choose both of my Pro Wear full coverage foundations for this round. Next, for concealers, I have their Top Secret concealers, which are newer to their website. I have their AOA Studio liquid concealer in the shade Nude, which is a perfect shade for me. Oh man, my color corrector's in for last month, so it's not here. But ooh, I have the Amuse 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade Sand. This one's so beautiful, and it's also from Chamissé, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. I love how it looks on the under eyes. It's not too heavy, blends out really easily. Oh, these are also from Chamissé. These are the Princesa concealers with the brush or whatever. I haven't tried this one at all from what I remember, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one in the shade Beige, and as you can see, it says it's a 5-in-1 concealer with brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw both of these in. Right down here we have all of my liners, my pencil liners, and then in the back we have some primers. So let's start off with pencil liners. For this round, I really have been loving my LA Colors liners. They're amazing. I have a couple of like She makeup products that I've been purchasing from Chamissé. They're amazing as well. I have their XL, which I haven't used. That new color. I have this Amuse Duo Jumbo Eyeliner. I think I'm just gonna throw this one in, and this one is in black and medium brown. These are honestly really good, and I do like the two options, black and brown together, as well as it comes with a sharpener. I love this formula, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. For face primer, I really love how this one feels on my skin, which is a perfect filter face primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one in. For a little more mattification to my skin, I'm gonna choose the Clean Slate primer, and I'm just gonna pair them together. They make an amazing combination on the skin. It looks stunning, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one in as well. All right, so I do have my liquid liners in this little tub. I haven't been able to use this, a Beauty Creations situation. It's new. Okay, so for sure I'm gonna pick out an Artista liner because I feel like I'm going through the brown shade, and I just kind of want to finish it up. I believe I have a backup of it anyway, so we just need to look for it. Found it. This is Artista liquid liner in the shade brown, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. I have these AOA Studio face stamp. For this month, should I do star? I also have a heart in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw the star stamp with the liner in here as well, just in case I want to do a black kind of eyeliner situation, so I have both options as well. So I do have all of my face palettes down here. I kind of want to search and see if I have any from Shop Miss A. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this one in. It is a face palette. It comes with a pink and a kind of orangey option, as well as a bronzer. And this is just their bronzer blush highlight palette, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose this. All right, then we have this bottom part here, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose the nude soft base, just so we have an eyeshadow primer. So let's see if I want any like eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in this Starlit liquid liner in the shade Fame. Really beautiful bronzy kind of tone. All right, so I have all of my brow products here, my mascaras on this side, and all of my lip products over here. So for brows, I already went ahead and chose what I wanted. This is a Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil in the shade Ebony. I'm going to go ahead and use this alongside one of their newer products, which is the Micro Brow Pen in dark brown. And for brow sets, I'm going to go ahead and throw in their Gold Brow Brow Mascara, which is just in clear. Mascaras over here. Oh yeah, I do have some new products from them. I forgot. I have the AOA Studio Length Elongating Black Mascara. I've been loving this throughout the week and pairing it with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. Then I have all of my lip liners in here. I'm just going to go ahead and choose the AOA Studio Wonder Lip Liner in the shade Vintage. Not my favorite like lip liner formula. It's really dry, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in. And again, all of my liquid lipsticks are over here. Most of my Wonder Mattes are in this situation. They're also very dusty. I'm just going to go with the purpley option. As you can see, this one's like, oh my gosh, like once it's with other liquid lipsticks and rubbing against other stuff, it gets really ugly. But this one is in the shade Drama. My purple favorites from their website, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. I think it's going to go really well with that lip liner. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this video today. Everything that I talked about, other names of the prices, are going to be down below, as well as any videos that I mentioned throughout this video or videos that I uploaded last week. Don't forget to upload 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so if you could stick around, that would be amazing. I have my Insta handle displayed on the screen. I post a lot of makeup finds from drugstore to high end, so if that interests you, go ahead and follow me there. And it'd be so amazing if you could like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to. You're your own person and make your own decisions, but it wouldn't hurt to get this video a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.